The big question that everyone is asking in today's society: does CG5 turn everything he touches to unfunny? Now, the short answer to that question is there is no short answer because you have to like really go in depth with this, which is what I'm going to do because content. Now, before you can talk about CG5, you have to take a look at his content to see what he makes so you can really decipher. What CG5 seems to make is that he makes songs about things that are currently popular, mainly memes, which, it's whatever, I guess. Which it would be whatever, but except they're supposed to be funny and they're supposed to be good, I guess, but they don't really succeed at anything they're trying to do. And they're just kind of annoying and they're not like super well written and they kind of suck. And, the thing with them is that I don't think that CG5 himself ruins the content because, I mean, he's just making videos, and honestly, if I were him, I'd do it too because he seems to be making good enough money with the amount of views he gets by making things about current popular things. But see, people seem to think that whatever he touches just completely becomes unfunny and no one likes it anymore, which I guess I can kind of see. It's not funny, and it's like he's the Grim Reaper of anything funny. He just touches it and it just gets executed and dies, which quite unfortunate, really, because I thought that Waluigi was funny, but then he made a song about Waluigi, which actually that one was actually kind of fire. Um, but he seems to make videos about things that I don't know, and things that I might have been like, wow, that's kind of funny. But I see that CG5 made a video about it. I'm like, wow, that's not funny anymore. It can't be funny because CG5 made a video on it. And people who watch CG5 videos seem to be one main audience, and that main audience is children, and children obviously ruin everything. But, I think it's because once children get a hold of something, they won't shut up about it, and then the content creators of children content are like, wow, wait a minute. This children like this? Quick, let's make it completely disgusting and horrible, and let's ruin it. I mean, come on, he made a song about Skibidi Toilet, Smurf Cat, Ohio, Grimace Shake, which in a way you could say CG5 is just kind of ruining memes. But in a way you can also say that he's helping us by getting rid of the garbage memes like Ohio and the Smurf Cat and the Grimace Shake, because none of those are actually funny. I never found them funny at all. The Ohio one was funny in the way, not that it was Ohio, but in the way of everything associated with it was kind of funny, and not the Ohio part itself. But he just seems to find things that I don't even know exist yet, like Napoleon. When I was looking at his channel, he made a video about Napoleon, which apparently is a meme now, which I don't know why, but apparently it is. And I probably won't find it funny now that he did that. I don't know. You could make a song about that with anyways. But once children get a hold of stuff, like Friday Night Funkin', for example, like take Friday Night Funkin', Among Us, Huggy Wuggy, Hello Neighbor. They get all the stuff that could have been cool, and then the children content creators like, hey, wait a minute, then we could make money off of this, and then they completely ruin it. Another one I forgot to mention is Skibidi Toilet. It's just a very tragic thing that's happening in our society today. An example of the negative effect this is having in our society is I was on a school bus the other day, and there was a cicada that flew into the bus, and all the little kids were like really upset about it. And one of the little kids said something that I can simply never forget. He said, "Oh my God, it's gonna turn you into Skibidi Toilet." Skibidi Toilet. It's going to turn me into Skibidi Toilet. What happened to little kids being interested in conventional things like SpongeBob or like I don't know, Blue's Clues or like I don't know anything else like gets good and not going to make me want to die? Can't they just be interested in normal things? It's probably just because they get unrestricted internet access at like the age of 6 with their brand new iPhone 15 that for some reason every 5-year-old has at this point. Which I didn't get my first phone until I was like 12. I don't know why little kids are getting like, oh my God, I can't believe my parents only got me an iPhone X when I'm only 5 years old. I'm so insulted right now. Like, are you kidding me? Why are little kids getting phones? It's giving them access to CG5, which in turn they're watching it and we're like, oh my God, look guys, it's Skibidi Toilet. Let's talk about this a lot and ruin it and make it completely unfunny. And then they ruin everything. And then people are surprised when stuff's not funny. Like, wait, well, why aren't they finding it funny now? It's because little kids get a hold of it. Now, for me to insult or criticize any of CG5's music, I guess is kind of valid because anyone can criticize anything they want as long as they have enough knowledge on it. And I have just enough CG5 knowledge to say that I simply don't like any of his music because it just doesn't appeal to me, which is fine. It doesn't make it bad particularly. It just means I don't personally like it. And I think more people need to have that mindset of like their opinion is not final. They are not the only opinion out there, but my opinion is obviously better. And my opinion is that I don't particularly like his content, but he's not like the worst YouTuber out there. He could definitely be doing a lot worse. I mean, I think the worst thing he's done is he kind of looks like Michael Jackson after he got like 16 fucking surgeries on his face, like 15 plastic surgeries. I don't know. That's pretty big crime in my opinion. Like that should be you should be taken downtown, Mister. You need to be locked away. You need to put in a slammer for that, and also making unfunny music, which should be a crime within itself. I mean, come on. Well, like I said, CG5's music isn't really made for me. I'm not really his target audience. I'm pretty sure his target audience is children, because who else would watch his videos and enjoy them unironically? I don't think anyone would, unless you're stupid or you're a little kid, which is obviously just the definitive answer right there. But he doesn't make like emotionally emotion invoking lyrics. He's not a tearjerker when it comes to his music. It's basic music about something popular and memes. The little kids will be like, "Wow, this is something popular and that I know. I should totally listen to it and talk about it a lot and take this and make it a part of my personality for like however long I'm interested in this little kid type thing." So I don't think he himself is making the memes bad. I think it's just that the little kids that are finding it and ruining it are making it bad. So I guess it's kind of like a ripple effect when it comes to the CG5 universe. So it is kind of his fault. Overall, I think we need to thank CG5 for getting rid of the garbage memes and hate CG5 for getting rid of them and introducing little kids to memes that they're gonna ruin because they're little kids and they're gonna talk about a lot and they're gonna find out with the content creators that make little kids content like, hey, wait a minute, we should totally make little kids content out of this because come on, CG5 has made like I said, Smurf Cat, Among Us, like I'm pretty sure he's probably made a Huggy Wuggy song. He's made Skibbity Toilet, like Napoleon, which I haven't actually seen that one yet. I don't think little kids are actually gonna care about that one as much. But like the Grimace Shake, all of that stuff, and he's just going on and making videos about it, which I guess I'd probably do the same. I mean, he seemed to make pretty good money with the amount of views he gets. I mean, I have morals, but I'm willing to sell those morals for money wise, because I like money. Who doesn't like money? Money is for good people, and I like making money, so that's probably something I would do. Overall, I think that he himself does not ruin the memes. He just introduces it to children who in turn ruin it because their content creators are like, "Hey, wait a minute, this is great," and then that happens, and then it sucks, and then it's horrible, and it's very sad. Except he takes out the trash sometimes, and he takes out the good stuff sometimes.